Stop searching on Google for free money. What if you can get access to free funding, whether you have a business, you have a nonprofit, or you just need extra money for rent, grocery, school, or other personal needs? Well, today I'm with the Matthew Lesko to break down real funding opportunities that you can apply for right now. He's been helping people find free money and government funding for over 40 years, from his TV infomercials in the 90s and 2000s to his best-selling books, Free Money to Change Your Life and Free Money to Pay Your Bills. Classics that have inspired millions to tap into resources that they didn't even know about. And of course, you can't miss his legendary question mark suit, which has become a symbol to his mission to make learning about grants fun versus frustrating. Now, let's bring on Matthew Lesko. Hello, Matthew.
Hi, the Matthew Lesko.
The Matthew Lesko.
My father's also called Matthew Lesko. I was a junior.
Okay, Matthew Lesko Jr. First and foremost, I just want
my father was Matt. I was Matthew, and that's the way we kept track of each other.
Now, this is an amazing opportunity for both of our communities to be able to hear some advice from you. And first and foremost, I want to thank you for just taking time to spend with myself and our communities on my channel. I'm probably more excited, but I digress. Now, you have been helping individuals get access to millions of free money and government funding for over 40 years. Yeah, what got you started in this industry?
Failing at everything else. I mean, that's what most of it. And that's what I think we all have to realize, that no matter how good your plan is, it's not going to work out.
That is true. I'm here.
And plans change as soon as you do something. So that's why, to me, if you want to do anything in life, you start doing it first instead of planning the hell out of it, because it's not going to be the right plan. And that's why I think you're wasting money when buying somebody else's plan. That works for them. It's going to be different for you. And that's why the only key to planning, I think, and success is not spending money doing anything, because you have no idea how the hell things are going to work, no matter how much you think ahead about it. And then plus, what I'm trying to teach people is that you could get free help, free money, free everything. And that will keep you in the game longer than you're going out and borrowing money or whatever, wasting time paying for help and stuff like that. But all that is free. And it's in every city in this country. It's all available for free, but it's not advertised. So people don't know about it. And the rich people do. I mean, right now, there's Washington, D.C., where I am, is full of billionaires. Why? Because they know government is the best place to get money than anywhere else. I mean, look at Elon Musk. I mean, he gets an average of $8 million every day from the government. $8 million.
Every day?
Every bloody day. Every day. And
just give me maybe 100,000 or 200,000, a few dollars.
And that's amazing to me. And people think it's only for them. No, it's not. It's for everybody. That's what I love about America. It's a democracy, sort of, or still.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing about Musk, he just got a salary raise to $1 trillion. I don't know if you saw in the paper today.
No, I did
He
not.
is now, his board of directors on Telsa is going to give him $1 trillion. Okay, Washington is also trying to get money to pay for SNAP benefits. This is, people for food. And so people haven't been paid yet for November because we don't have enough food. Now, his $1 trillion could pay to feed the 40 million people who get food for 10 years. 10 years.
Wow.
I mean, it's crazy. That's why money in Washington, it's not thought of as money. It's just a game. It's too bad, because to most people, money is really important and really need it. And the people who don't need it are getting more. And the people who really need it don't know where to go.
And they're not getting any of it. Now, I'm going to have to ask now, your legendary suits. What has inspired your style that has essentially made you the man in the question mark suit that can get people access to free money? What started this?
Uh, Greed.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Do
Well, like,
tell.
we're all greedy. We all have to support ourselves, yeah. And
Mhm,
so, starting out in a career, how are you going to feed yourself? What's
mhm.
your career going to be? And I spent, this was back in the '70s and during the Vietnam War, and the the draft was on, and I was getting out of
Okay.
college. If I graduated, barely graduated. I mean, I was a terrible student. Uh, and so I was either going to be drafted, but I said I didn't want to. I'm not a camper, and I didn't see myself in the jungles and stuff. So I
Mhm.
joined the Navy,
Okay.
and that was terrific. It was. I could have done it in 6 months instead of 3 years. But the amount of responsibility they give young people is just phenomenal.
Mhm,
I drove around billion-dollar ships in the South China Sea, and they taught me how
mhm.
to do that. I was a diplomatic courier in Northern Europe, and I got out of there, and then I was just a hustler trying to make a living. uh, but it's important that you try. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I got an MBA in computers, paid by the GI Bill. Had a software company that failed. Had another company that failed, and I was not having fun, and I was failing.
Mhm.
That's the best thing that happened to me. That's why failures are so important, because we have shit in our brains that we don't know why it's there, how it's there, whatever. So you got to get that out of there
Mhm.
for you to get on to what you're really meant to do. So if some people are putting stuff in your brain, but that's not for you, you're trying it because you don't know what else to do. Yeah. And,
Mhm.
and it's all different for all of us. So you have to go through that failure part of trying things that other people tell you to do and you
Yeah.
don't know any better. So you do it. And then because then I had two failing businesses. I had no money. I wasn't having fun. I said, Jesus, this is terrible. Because what am I
Mhm.
going to do? Because, for 30 years, not have money or fun, and maybe in retirement be happy. I said, that's
I
crazy.
That is
Yeah,
crazy that we
I
have
know.
to work all these years to finally
Exactly.
enjoy something. And you can't climb stairs. I always say, if I don't want to be
Yeah.
able to not climb stairs when I can enjoy my money.
Right. So you do it now. Start having fun now.
Mhm,
So that's where the suits came. This is me inside. I never had the courage to do it until I was failing. And then to me, it's if you're having fun, then people have fun around you, and
mhm.
that's right. And if you don't throw a party for yourself, nobody else probably will. so,
That
so,
is true. That is so true.
so you throw your
Now,
own party every day. I get dressed
yeah,
up every day like it's my party.
and everybody wants to join a party because it's always a good time. So
Exactly. I walk down the
I think
street,
it's
people
smart.
want to hug me if they don't know me. It just makes people smile. So if I
Yeah.
could just wear these suit that makes people smile, man, I don't have to worry. I mean, I feel very satisfied. I could do that, make people's day life just a little bit happier or something. Wow. I mean, that to me is a superpower. I mean, I think we're
Mhm,
all here to help each other. I mean, that's what life is. You have to support yourself, but then I think it's to help other people somehow. And
mhm.
capitalism helps you get paid for doing that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
No, I completely agree. But of course, first, obviously, thank you for your service. And to the whole being like colorful thing. So when I was in law school, we were
uh-huh.
told, you have to wear a black suit, you got to wear a blue
Right.
suit. And every time I went on interviews, I would have like a blue pinstripe. It'd be a light blue too,
Yeah.
gray with blue pinstripe suits. And my
Yeah.
classmates would say, "Why are you wearing that? You're not going to get a job." And I landed jobs at top firms. And I think it
Right.
might have been because I'm
Right.
not looking just like the
Exactly.
next candidate, that they're seeing. So I definitely think you have to be true to yourself so you can have a
Absolutely.
little fun and then you'll actually show up as well. But
Well,
you have been helping people for decades get access to free money, doing it on TV, you've done books, and now you've transitioned online to YouTube. What brought you
yes.
to YouTube, and what do you think is the difference from doing your infomercials and your books? And back then, folks had to wait for the book
Mhm.
versus now you're on YouTube giving folks access to funding opportunities.
Well, it nobody bought books anymore. That's why I'm here.
Okay, smart.
I was
keeping up with the
I was
times.
doing reference books. Nobody buys reference books. Are you going to buy?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
and so that died. And it took me years and years to figure. I knew the information was important, but I didn't. It took me a long time to figure out how people would pay for it. See, that's the
Yeah.
thing. You may think something's great, but you got to be in the minds of other people who are how they're using it and what they're using it for and how they're comfortable paying for it. So, and I stumbled into this by accident. I just thought, well, not doing much, so maybe I'll start a newsletter. And because I was sort of a consultant in a way, or writing books. I
Mhm.
wrote books because I'm a consultant. I charge thousands and thousands of dollars to rich people, but I don't want to help rich people anymore. I want to help people who really need the money. So I can't charge you thousands of dollars. So I
Mhm.
started a newsletter for $20, and that just took off. But it took off because I'm not answering the questions. We have like 15,000 members
Mhm.
now. They answer each
Okay.
other's questions. So, I mean,
Wow, that's
so you have a,
amazing.
yeah, so you have a member that got the money and they tell you how they did it instead of me. And I've been doing this 50
Mhm.
years. I know they can relate to me and I dress like a clown. So if you have somebody,
Yeah.
that just got it and they look like you, man, well, then stuff must be real.
Mhm.
And that's what happened. And people want that now because we're not
Yeah.
very social. I mean, we think we're social. We call it social media, but that's a misnomer in a way. But I don't know what's better. Uh,
Yeah.
and because of connections, and it's human. We have robots now. We're trying to get robots to do everything.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. I'm like,
which
I
is
can't even keep up with
yeah,
all the AI.
yeah. But I love it for my work. It is wonderful. See, the problem with my work, there's 750,000 programs, to
Mhm.
do anything. And there's thousands and thousands in every city. And so what people have nowhere, and you can't find any of this in Google because Google
Right.
will show you 200 million people that want to sell you something to solve your problem. I want to show
Mhm.
you people want to give
Yeah.
you money and help to solve your problem, not take your money to
Right.
solve
No,
your
and that's the thing, right?
problem.
I mean, we're
And
in such an industry now where all the gurus,
right,
LLC only, pay me,
exactly.
$1,000, guaranteed grants here, guaranteed
Yeah,
free money. And folks
yeah,
are at such a vulnerable space where they give the money and then they don't get anything in
absolutely.
return. And the guru is
Yeah,
now in, a luxury car and $1 million house, right?
right.
Without assisting
They're the
people.
millionaires.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
And
yeah. What do you
now,
think is, no, go ahead.
you uh, well, AI has changed that. Changed that
Yeah.
because I felt I was a place I could show you where the money is. Now AI
Mhm.
does it better than me. Yeah.
Wow.
What you
Yeah.
need more now is, okay, going through that process,
Mhm.
oh, because nothing just, you don't press a button and fill out an application. It's more than that. But
Yeah.
AI will show you where all the applications are. Did I show you this
Mhm.
about Lesko loves AI? Can you go online now?
Yes.
Okay, go lescolovesai.com. But yeah, I mean, we just got it up a week ago, so there may be little, but we got
So
10,000
what
users already
yeah.
on it. So that's wonderful. At least to me, it's the fast. But what we show you by just going that for free, you could get a listing of 100 websites in
Mhm.
your city. So there's 100 organizations in your city, and it shows you what they have to start a business free. Every website will be free. They're either
Mhm.
giving you money or they give you one-on-one personal help to find money or to find legal help, or they get uh, free stuff to start any kind of idea you have. And that's
Mhm.
what the economic development offices in every city, county, state are there, and nonprofit organizations. I mean, it's a network of literally thousands and thousands of people that give out free money and help to do this. And that's what, when I was working for Fortune 500 companies as a consultant, getting this stuff, I would just go to these offices and get all the information and get the money and for free and everything and sell it to my fat cat clients for as much as I could get. And it just
I mean, that's
frustrated
the
me.
smartest thing.
It frustrates me that the average person doesn't know, the small person doesn't. I mean, people in large organizations, they just don't want to do anything. That's why if you want to find good customers or rich customers, because they don't want to do anything. They have money to
I'm
pay
like, if
for
I
it.
had the money, I would pay
Right.
people to do everything.
Exactly.
Now, we weren't we weren't able to get to the website, but I will
Yeah.
leave a link in the description for you to go
Okay.
to that website and get access to all of the AI that Matthew has shared with us. Now, Matthew, what
Uh-huh.
is one of the large or number one, how you think of it, misconceptions that individuals have about finding free money, even if it's for personal needs or for a business?
A couple of things. One is you don't need uh, somebody fill out applications,
Yeah.
a web, I mean, not a, what do you call it? A grant writer. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
You don't
Yes.
need a grant writer. For business
Hmm.
or personal, you don't need it. And there's a way out chance you may, but you worry
Yeah.
about that when you find the application. The hardest thing about these things is finding the right application. And people
Hmm.
want to go on the internet, on Google, and just give me the application. I'll fill it out and get the money.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way at all. And that's why, our community helps you through that process because people can't get over oh, you really have to use the phone. That's the only way you're going to get
Yeah.
anything in the country anymore because there's too much junk on the internet. You can't tell a good one from a bad one, and you're just going to waste your time. And because you're going to run into 99, 44, 100% of the people that you're going to contact are people that want to get your money. So to
Yes.
find the people who want to give you money are very selective. So when you do that search, you only want to go and contact people that are .gov, G-O-V, or
Hmm.
.org, and they're
Hmm.
nonprofits. They never ask you for money,
That
and
is
they're
true
there to
because they're
help.
getting money to give you money.
Exactly. And that's what I feel being human is all about.
Hmm.
Humanity, being human is
Yeah.
helping each other. It's not trying to screw each other. And that's why I think capitalism, it's easy to cross that line in capitalism. You're screwing somebody, you're
Yeah.
helping somebody. And
Hmm.
that's and anything done badly, gets in that danger zone. And I think that's why. And now we have a country now where nobody's making enough to live. I mean, and
Hmm.
this has been happening over the last 40 or 50 years. And I think this past week, it maybe start to change
Yeah.
because we all believed in this capitalism. And that meant the owners had all the money. And that's why when you see all the data that's around now of who's getting what money, 90% of the workforce is not getting any money. And it's all going to
Yes.
the top 10%. Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
that's the
so
part that's unfortunate right now for sure.
exactly. And
Yeah.
the inflation is going up. So cost of living is going up and wages are not. So you're going into debt. Now debt is worse. The debt. See,
Yeah.
when you people go into debt, what we're doing is giving more money to the rich people. Because
That is true.
they're the ones that lend you money at outrageous interest rates. You're on a
And
credit
yes.
card, you're paying 20, 30% interest, which is
Yeah.
somebody who has money, they'd rather make 20% from you than 5% in the bank, right?
Yes. That's how we end up with predatory lending, right?
And you're doing that to try to stay afloat. And that
Hmm.
just gets worse because you have that. Then you have, you're paying $1,000 a month just on interest. Now, just think if you had
Yeah.
another $1,000 a month to pay on living, but you
Yeah.
don't. So you go to debt more. And it
It's a
is a
spiral.
snake eating himself. And so you have to stop that. And that's why, to me, what you have to do for it is get free financial planning. That
Hmm.
findhelp.org. You go to that
Hmm.
website and you put in your zip code and you make appointments with those people. So you get off that merry-go-round you're on, and it's a monkey on your back. And I think it's unhealthy because the
Yeah.
worry and the stress has to eat your insides up. And that makes you sick from the inside out. So you have to stop that. And you need help to that because you don't understand we have an octopus of systems that nobody really knows.
That's I know, and it's like you're supposed to go
Yeah.
here first, but then you go to this
Right.
place and they send you
Exactly.
to another place because no one wants
Right.
to really take responsibility. Now,
Right.
you all heard this. Stop searching Google. Now,
Right.
Matthew, you have said that individuals are not finding legit grant opportunities or
Right.
free funding opportunities because they're looking in the wrong places.
Yes.
Where should individuals look if they're not supposed to search on Google?
Well, a good place we talked about another way is the findhelp.org is a good
Okay.
place.
I
My
should be able.
website that should be working, or just go on to anybody could use AI. You just
Yeah.
sign up. I use ChatGPT, and just
Mhm.
here's all you have to say. If you say, "Give me a listing of help from government offices and nonprofit organizations," they're the
Mhm.
keywords because they're the only people in our country that give out free money. So if you
Yes.
don't put in, if you say, "Oh, give me places who give me money to start a business," then
Mhm.
you'll get that's Google. You know,
Yeah, everybody can give you money, but like you
right?
said, the
Exactly.
interest and all the hoops
And
that you have to jump through.
but if you say government offices and nonprofit organizations, you'll get just the people who really give you money. Now, what you have to do then is start calling. The
Mhm.
key to all this, you call the people, even if you're not eligible for them. You call them up, say that you're looking for help. That's all you have to do. You don't have to know how to talk to anybody or whatever. Say, "Hey, I want to start a business. I need help. Can you help me?" They'll say yes or no. Okay.
Yeah.
If they say yes, then you keep going. If they say no, then the key is you ask them, "Where else do you think I should go?"
Yeah.
Because now you have people. That's why our list gives you people that these 100 people in your city only help people start businesses for free. That's all they do. So they're not only going, maybe if their program isn't good for you, they know other programs that may be, or if they're in a better position to know what programs are good for you than anybody else you'll ever know because they study this
Mhm.
stuff every day. They're in the business. Yeah. It's like asking a real estate lawyer about real estate. You don't go to
Right.
a ambulance chaser. He wouldn't know. Right.
You'd be surprised sometimes lawyers, they're down on their
Oh
luck and they're like,
yeah,
"Well, I'm gonna try this case." Not a good
exactly.
idea. I'm
Right,
gonna try to
exactly.
share my screen to go to the find help
No,
one.
yeah, good.
Let's see if
Well, you could
we
put in business there. I mean, that's a good place too for business. Let's do that where you live. Okay,
okay.
put in your zip code.
Let's do this zip code.
Okay,
Oh wait, where'd it go? Oh, what did I just do? Oh, there.
all right. Okay, now up
So
on the
the number
corner.
of programs.
Yeah, that's the number of programs in your city. All
Uh,
kinds of programs. But go up in the uh, little box on the top left and put in business there.
you have to verify I'm a human first.
I'll verify you.
Oh my goodness. Waiting for them. Okay, we have
And how many?
become
Look at that
human.
number on top up there. See that little number one through
One through 91. Is that 91 pages or 91
the
items?
91 items. So
Okay.
there are 91 organizations in your city
Wow.
that help people start or expand businesses. 91 organizations.
And I
Okay,
see all of them have their phone numbers listed too.
exactly. All there. So all you have to do is start calling. And I would not
Okay.
get out of that. Uh, if someone doesn't help you, you go down to the next one
Mhm.
and ask them. And again, see, a lot of people they hate the government or whatever, and they forget about treating people nice. And
Yes.
second, if you get turned down and they'll or on hold, and the last three calls are a pain in the ass, you start getting mean yourself. But see, you and your personality have that's the power you have over these people. Over the people you're
Yeah.
calling could help you for free for the next 2 weeks because
Mhm.
that's they're doing their job, or they can hang
Yeah.
up on you right after you say hello, and they're still doing their job. You know, and so they get paid
Well,
the same
not
thing
well.
that right. So it is important to use. That's all you have to use is you have to use to help get as much as you can is
Yeah.
you and your personality. So you want to make it
But
so
that
that they
but that
want
you just like you that's 91 opportunities though. If I had
absolutely,
to make 91 phone calls and at
absolutely,
the end of one of these calls I'm gonna get the free money, I'm sitting on the
absolutely.
phone.
Absolutely, and but
Oh my
we're
gosh.
all lazy and selfish. So, oh God, I gotta make another call. I remember when,
Yeah,
and
I
if you
know.
haven't done something like this before, I remember in the beginning of because I had no internet, no nothing. This is back in the '70s, and you had to
I
call.
couldn't even
You had to go call
imagine.
people, And I would sit around and at a 1-bedroom apartment somewhere, and I'd think of everything I needed to do before I'd make a call. Oh, I'd go to the refrigerator and look stuff. Oh, then I think, oh, that oven looks dirty. I better clean that. It's about time I
Yeah.
clean that. I mean, you look for
Avoiding it
anything.
at all costs.
Right. Yes. And I thought, this is
Yeah.
your life. I used to think
Mhm.
of things, well, why am I so anxious about calling? What are they doing?
Yeah.
A hand's going to come over the receiver and kill me or something
No,
like
no.
that?
But
You know,
that's what happens though. So because I do
absolutely.
work with a nonprofit, and the thing is, if you don't spend down the dollars, you have to give the
Right.
money back. And
Exactly.
we are struggling sometimes to find individuals to give the money to because
Exactly.
folks aren't signing up for stuff. They're not coming to because we'll do free community events where then
Right.
we will give them connections to free resources, and
Right.
folks just don't show up.
I know.
And I'm thinking, do you know how
Wow.
much money rental assistance programs, free
Wow.
bus passes,
Right.
food, like we
Exactly.
would deliver food. So
Right.
essentially, the necessities are
Right.
waiting for you. You just have to pick up the phone.
And the whole
Now,
world is that.
yeah,
I think anything. We just our own world is so small that we
yeah,
can't imagine it. You know,
hmm,
but it is. I mean, and that's what's nice when you get a little bit of success. Then that gives you the energy to keep going and find more. But boy, if you don't, you have to create your own
hmm,
luck. It's not going to happen to you.
yeah.
I mean, it may by accident, and they're the people I used to put in my infomercials. I only make
I
one phone
I
call. I
would
got all.
love to see you put together an infomercial. 'Cause I'm just thinking, oh, I just and y'all, you say you Google, you go to AI, and then you throw it out here. But that was more work back then to
Yeah.
do the
Oh, yeah.
books and find information. So,
And
I
it was
mean,
more
kudos to you.
expensive.
Yeah,
Man, no, that's
yeah,
why for $20 a month, I'm making more money now than ever on these products.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just air.
Just from that.
You
Yeah.
buy a book from me, I had to take your orders, so I had to hire people to take the orders. I had to warehouse the books, send the books out or whatever. So it cost
Mhm.
me $25 just to process an order and send a book out.
Yeah.
Now I charge $20 only. It's $20 a month, and we
Yeah.
make so much money. We're giving away $50,000 to $70,000 every month.
I know,
And,
it's crazy, and it will be a link in the description for you all to get access to
yeah,
his group, and it is
yeah,
amazing. It is
yeah.
definitely amazing. Now, when you're thinking about winning grant applications, what's one thing that stands out, you think, from your 40 plus years of experience in this
Yeah,
industry?
it's finding the right person.
Okay.
It's a people business.
Yeah.
It's finding individuals and a relationship, because then they know the system from the inside. Like in the Navy, it was the chiefs, the sergeants. They
Yeah.
ran the whole military, not the
Yeah.
officers. Yeah. Those
Yeah.
people been there for 40 years doing this stuff. They
Yeah.
know how it works. Yeah. And so it's the person that's giving out the money, and the closer you
Mhm.
get to them to talk to see. And even if it means sending cookies to the office or whatever, you know,
Exactly.
that's the way you get things to happen. And but the main thing is perseverance. So how
Mhm.
I think in the beginning of doing things, that's why I was always married, and never knew marriage took work.
Yeah.
And so I always was married, and I thought, because life will beat you up no matter what. If you're trying to
Yeah.
do something in life, you just have to be prepared to get beaten up, because that's what life does to everybody, particularly if you're trying to
Mhm.
do something.
Yeah, the
So,
ebbs and flows.
so I think if I had somebody at home who thought I was great no matter what the hell happened, that was sort of nice.
Yeah. A
So
partner is
surround
necessary.
yourself with comfort,
Mhm.
things, because if you want to like get money to do something, you're going to get beat up, and a lot of it's going to happen.
Mhm.
And that's why I see in our community now. That's why I see, even though AI has eliminated a lot of the work that people relied on us for, now we could
Mhm.
get to the more important part. Okay, so now you have the sources, but
Mhm.
now that's the real part. So
Yeah.
this community to help people through that process and what
Mhm.
it takes, and to have other people um, doing it together and things like that is to get through this stuff.
And see, I agree. Just like you said, yes, relationships are number one. But you
Yeah,
mentioned earlier where you were talking about individuals' personality, and that's one of the things that I discuss on my channel a lot, which is it's the storytelling. It's personalizing yourself to that grantor because everyone's going to be saying the same thing. I want the money. I need the money. But
exactly.
now they need to see you as not just number 5,700 of these applications, but
Right.
this is Ebony, and because of
Absolutely.
her story, and or because I've met her a few times in the
Right.
community, she is deserving of this funding. And I think sometimes folks, when they're applying, they're not thinking about that journey and the storytelling and putting their personality in the application. It's just the ask and answer to the questions. And you're going to have a lot of competition when it's free money, just thousands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh, you know,
Um,
I learned a bit about that too when I was selling books on television and stuff like that. Uh, I mean, people would buy my book and just seeing me for a few minutes on television. You know,
yeah.
and they didn't go in the bookstore and look at the book or
Yeah.
nothing. It was
Yeah.
just in my story. For
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, I mean, people, like they say, people support people before they support
Right.
businesses.
Exactly.
I can name my company anything,
Right.
but at the end of the day, they're supporting
Right.
Ebony, right? Not
Exactly.
whatever the title of her business is.
Correct.
Because you have
But
been giving folks
yeah.
access for 40 plus years for free money, all the things. Have you seen any like unusual grants for hobbies or just something where you're
Well,
like, they have a grant for that?
I there's so much. In the beginning, I used to keep all of that. I mean, like there were people in farm agriculture got money from the government to turn their farm into a golf course, or
What?
somebody. That's right. Uh, or somebody get $10,000 to learn how to make bread out of
Hmm.
human waste to go on the spaceships to make pumpernickel, they called it.
Oh, no, thank you. But I
I-
did see this. This isn't a grant, but there is this program that pays people to ship their poop so they can test it for, I don't even know, it's some science
oh,
stuff.
yeah.
But I was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, why
Yeah.
would, but they
I
pay
know.
folks a lot of money. So if you're
Well,
down on your
actually,
luck,
your pet, you go to your county cooperative extension service, and they'll give you for your pet to put poop in, and they'll analyze it, for free for your pet. I remember calling the county cooperative extension service to get rid of moles in my backyard. Yeah.
mhm,
And actually, they got rid of a tree too. They found a program for me um, from the electric trunk. A tree was dying, and because it was near some wires, I got the tree taken down for free. My mother wanted. I went down. They lived when they were retired in Florida. I'd go visit a lot. My mother would complain about my father, and I want to divorce him. I said, okay, I'll get you a little bit. So
find some money for that.
no, but I called the area office on aging, where they live, and they got a free
Yeah.
lawyer. So I called my mother back to say, well, yeah, you really want to
Yeah.
divorce my
Wow.
father? It's fine. Here's how to get money. She yelled at me so much. I mean, then I found that what it taught me about what he said, she said. When men
Mhm.
say something versus when women say something.
Yes, it's
They
definitely
just go
different.
and steam. Yeah, right.
It's
Man, you tell me
processed
something.
a little different.
That's right. She told me, "Oh, find a lawyer. I'd sue that son of a bitch." Oh, I'll get you a lawyer.
Okay, I got you one. She's like, wait, no. I was just joking.
so
But
so it
that is
is. My
something.
kids got $10,000 to fight the tobacco industry when they were 10 years old.
Wow.
It's we live in an incredible country.
Mhm.
All we hear is the bad stuff, and that's too
Yeah.
bad. And we hear more about that now, and that's why now with people with, uh, don't have SNAP. Okay, you go to find help again. Okay, can you
Okay.
do this? Because
Yes.
we put this SNAP thing to bed.
All right.
Okay, now back up. So it's back up again, back up, back up. So back up. Because if you go and search, and when it's in the middle of another search, back up. Okay. Now put in food up in that search bar. How many you got there?
Oh, wow. 214.
Yeah. 214.
And you know
214.
what?
Hmm.
Folks probably know about 3 or 4 of these, because I
Uh-huh.
definitely would not have thought there were
I know.
214
Exactly.
assistance programs just for
Right.
food.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow. That's that's
And
wild.
42 million people out there not getting their snaps, and they don't know about this.
No, because they probably know about 1 or 2 food pantries,
Exactly.
or,
Right.
if whoever their case manager is, and I don't
Right.
know if they would still be working right now. Well, no, that's
Exactly.
state level, so yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just, and that's something too that you mentioned, and I think people should think about, is making sure they're looking at their local government for things.
Yes. Right.
Because I know in one community, they were giving out free roofs and HVAC systems so their homes could be
Yes.
more energy efficient, and
Oh,
they just had
absolutely.
to make, a certain income level. But
Right.
imagine getting access to that, and you just need to keep up with wherever
Right.
you are. So with St. Louis, we have so many different communities, but
Exactly.
it's money out there for sure.
Yes. It just takes work. It
Wow.
takes that research stuff. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
look,
That's, but see, that's the
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna tell me money is
Right.
at the end of the rainbow,
Right.
I would call
Exactly.
214 places to get something that's free,
Right.
right? And I think, like you said, it's knowing where to go, because yes, I can go in Google and type in food pantries. It's not going to give me 214. Like you said, the first is going to be the sponsored folks.
Right.
So they've paid to play. So that's where I'm going to go
Right.
first. And then the folks that probably have a ton of surplus because they're not showing on page 1 is on probably
Right.
page 100. And no one
Right.
goes that far when you're doing your
Exactly.
search.
Well, you run into people that want money from you for some reason or other. Because if
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
putting in something you need money, well, everybody has something to sell to people who need money.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna
All
be
right.
it's gonna be something that they're selling you to get access to that money,
Exactly right.
which is
So
it's
what you
unfortunate.
really need is a loan from us. That will solve your problem.
Yes. A loan at 50%
Right,
interest.
exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy
So
stuff.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Now, what is one piece of advice that you would give to your younger self about chasing opportunities? Because I mean, you made it,
Chasing
right? You've been
chasing
doing
women, you
chasing
said?
opportunities,
Oh, yeah, you
your
missed my
dreams.
joke
Yeah.
there. I said chasing women or said,
Oh,
oh.
stop chasing women.
Uh, no, I think what took me a long time to figure out and learn is that your heart is smarter than your brain. And we
Mm,
have to make more decisions based with our heart than with our brain.
mm,
Because I mean, you use your brain so you don't fall off a cliff and do really stupid
yeah.
things. But particularly important stuff is all from the heart. That's why I stopped wearing question mark suits and get more into hearts, because
Mm,
if your heart is not in it, you
yeah.
won't do it. You may have the right information, the right answers and everything, but if your heart's there, and it's the same personal relationship or professional. So
Mm,
for your career, I think you have to lead with your heart, because
mm.
anything you do in life is a pain in the ass. That's what life
That it
is.
is.
Is a pain in the ass. And relationships are all a pain in the ass. So your
Yeah.
heart has to be in it to get through those bumps and turns and everything. Because if it's not, then you'll give up. And the only thing for success is staying there. Look all the
Yeah. Yeah.
stupid people that are running big things. They just
They're still there. They never leave. They never
man,
leave.
because they don't want to. But if you always think there's something better somewhere else, then you won't figure it out. You know, and that's all
Mhm.
it takes. Yeah.
Now, was there ever a time that you thought about quitting this journey of giving people access to free money and grants? And if so, what mindset did you have to keep you on this journey?
Uh, I haven't. Um, I can't think of anything else I could ever do.
Okay.
That's why I'll do it till I die. I don't work.
Mhm.
This is a mission, it's above work. I'm a MBA type and a capitalist, so I worry about money 24 hours a day because
Yeah.
I can't do anything if I'm not viable. So that's very
Mhm.
important. I worry about that all the time. But yes, because the older I get, I feel the most important thing in life is giving.
Mhm.
And because it's the most selfish thing you have. So the
Yeah.
more you give, the better you feel. And so anytime I have a chance to give, I see it as just the most selfish thing I could do for myself.
Yeah. Yeah. And it
Uh,
feels good, being
Oh,
able to
yeah,
help folks.
that's what I mean, and when people say, "Oh, you're so nice," no, I'm fucking selfish, man. That's the way I do it. Not for you. Don't be
This
silly.
makes me feel good inside. You just
Right.
get the benefit of how I'm feeling.
That's what I'm doing this for. And we live in a society that doesn't honor that much, so that's hard to do.
Mhm.
And people will tell you you're nuts or crazy or whatever, and they wanna tell you how to live your life. And the
Mhm.
older I got, and maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, I started, why does everyone have to tell you what to do with your life when they
Mm.
don't even know what to do with their own life? None of us know what the hell to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's our first time, you know?
exactly. And so it's very good. I'm gonna steal that. So if that's why what gives anybody the audacity to tell somebody else what to do with their life when none of
Mhm.
us really know what to do with our own lives? So I
Mm.
feel love is helping someone else to do whatever they want to do in life. I mean, that's what your goal is or your mission in life is not, to criticize what they're trying to do. I mean, unless it's really stupid or something like that. But it's not like, oh yeah, I think I'll go and shoot the Pope today or something.
Oh, no. Yeah.
But people think about this all the time. So if somebody decides they want to do something and you love them, to me, you have to help them do whatever that is. You can't understand. You can't live somebody else's life. Yeah,
Oh,
um, and that's what love is. It's easy to be critical, and we all do that. But that's not. We all need help. So if you're not helping that other person who's trying to get through this life just like you are and is struggling and has no idea what to do and comes up with a harebrained idea, I think your biggest responsibility in life is help them any way you can.
mhm.
Uh, and because then they grow even if it doesn't happen. That's the only way you grow too, is getting rid of the stuff you thought you should have done. And so you're going to try it. And when it doesn't work, then you get onto something else. And that's the only way to get onto that something else is to get through the lot of bullshit that's in our head we don't know why. And we have to
Yeah.
dig
And
through
when
that.
you were
Yeah.
Yeah, and get there. And so when you were talking earlier, I was like, that is the one thing that I tell folks. It's kind of like my own little saying that if
Yeah.
I'm lacking in anything and you love me, teach me, right? Don't
Yeah.
judge me. Teach
Right.
me where I am lacking, right? But we
Right.
have these relationships where it's always, sometimes it's overly
Mm,
judgy. And if you're
right.
leading with love as opposed to your
Yeah.
ego, things
Right.
should be able to be easy, right? You're gonna have challenges, but when you said that, I was like, "Oh my gosh," I say that all the time to people, just help your fellow person in what they're
Yeah.
trying to do. My
Yeah.
my final question,
Uh-huh.
what is one piece of advice that you would give to both of our communities that's watching this, that's, struggling, looking for grants, looking for free funding and opportunities, and also recognizing the fact that there are, I'm going to call them fake gurus that are unfortunately scamming folks out of money as well. What would you say to the community if they have no idea what to do in order to get access to this free money?
Well, find help. You talk to
Yeah.
people that are in those two groups, and you just don't spend money. I mean, it's too easy in our society because we know how to sell in this country better than I think any other country in the world. We spend more money on marketing, figuring
Mhm.
out how to get
Yeah.
other people's money. So, and you can't, you're not, none of us are armed well enough to deal with this. I was just reading today about job scams. Right, that went up from $90 billion to $500 billion in 2 years.
That's crazy.
Just job scams. And you're not armed. People know how. And now with the internet, I mean, before the internet, to try marketing, you had to test. Okay, what works? You test. The only way to do that
Mhm.
was like direct mail or something like that, or
Yeah.
and they took 5 months or something to get the data back. Now you could do it in 5 seconds or nanoseconds to boil
Mhm.
down why people buy and what they do and all that kind of stuff to play on that. So you just can't get armed. That's why you just have to, it's like an alcoholic going into a bar just for a sandwich. Honest, I'm just here for a
Yeah, no.
sandwich.
Wrong place.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you just can't. You're no match for them. And I'm not. Nobody is. It's too hard. So you just stick to the .gov, the .orgs. Go to find
Mhm.
help or anybody and start asking for help from
Mhm.
people that are in those two categories, and they'll lead you the way. It's going to take some time,
Yeah.
but what did you
Time and
do there?
work.
Yeah, but again, look at you probably spent a year or a day or a year, a week or months,
Yeah.
still doing nothing. So you just do something. That's the other thing. If you
Okay.
don't wait for perfect, just do the best you could think of right now. In other words, oh,
Yeah.
I could do, start this or that as long as I had $100,000. No, get to these
Just
free
go.
consultants and figure out how to do it
Mhm.
for free. You partner with
Yeah.
somebody else, or you do a service. All the most of the millionaires in this country now are immigrants that started with no money.
Yeah. They say fail your way to success. That is the quickest way to get
Exactly.
there.
And
Yeah.
starting your own thing. I mean, the data now, and I've looked at a lot, is that it's either you have a high degree, a lawyer, or
Mhm.
doctor, or
Yeah.
something like that to be a millionaire. You inherit it, uh,
Yeah.
or you're real estate. That's another. But
Yeah.
the biggest thing is starting a business, and it's
Mhm.
so easy now. Like your business, it doesn't cost you any money, really. I mean, you
Yeah.
didn't have
No.
to. You just had to live. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
deliver pizzas while you're doing it. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it is the way it has been. I mean, whether it's anything from Sears Roebuck to whoever you're thinking of now,
Oh my gosh,
they all
Sears and
start like
Roebuck.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And America still has that. Well, look at this guy from India. I think his parents are from India, who's now the
Mhm.
mayor of New York City.
I know, he's 34.
Right. That is just the most
Yes,
exciting
it's
thing.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to think, and all he's worried about is people. Yeah.
Mhm.
Not about
Yeah.
rich people.
So that's what's like he has a beautiful soul for sure,
Yeah.
and of course, other folks are probably thinking, "Oh, you have to be older to do this," because
I
even
know.
yeah, when I was in school, they kept telling us, like, you have to be, like, super old to be a judge or to be a mediator, like, all these things they
Right.
would tell us that you gotta work this many years, and now folks are judges in their early 30s. They're not 60,
Exactly.
70 becoming a judge, right? I think
Right.
you have to take the risk,
Right.
right? High risk, high reward, as they say, and just like you just communicated, time's gonna pass by anyways, so you might as well do something with it, even if it's trying and failing, because I've had a lot of businesses before I started YouTube, so it's definitely something that you should do.
Yeah. No, you just
So,
try it.
of
If you fail, you grow. The only way you grow is from
yeah,
failure. You don't learn anything from success to me because you
that
don't
is
stretch
especially you
yourself.
just like you wake up and you're successful, right?
Right.
Versus
That's
you
boring.
had to yeah, I know you have to go on this journey, and now I
Yeah.
always feel like I have so much random knowledge because of all the experiences that I wouldn't have had if I just
Right.
woke up rich, which, I mean, it would've been easy, but yeah, here we are.
Right.
Here we are, still
Well,
working just for a
it's
little bit.
listening to your heart. That's what keeps you, I
Yeah.
think, going. Okay, I'm on the right, but you still listen. Listen,
Mhm.
that little thing inside there will
Yeah.
keep you on the path, even though
Yes.
there's hurt and
Mhm.
stumbles, failures, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You'll make
No,
it.
I think this is amazing. And of course, like I said earlier, I'm going to put the links to everything that we've discussed in the description. I, of course, want to thank you, Matthew, for taking time to talk, share your wealth of knowledge, reaching out to me because, like I told you when we first talked, I was overly excited. So, this is an incredible opportunity for myself. That's my selfish moment. This is an opportunity for me, but then also for the community. And I am hoping that we can connect again in the future.
Anytime you have my phone number, just text me and
Mhm.
need something or whatever. Be happy.
Okay.
You're a nice, warm, wonderful person. Nice to be
Thank
around.
you.
So I
I
appreciate that.
appreciate it.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's authenticity and warmness to me
Mhm.
is
Yeah.
because it's we we've all built up guards and
Mhm.
stuff, taking that stuff down because then uh and being hurt. I remember my older boy said this. Some girl he really
If I was a
wanted to,
girl.
right. I wanted to dump him. He was in college or something. He was telling me about it. And she said, "Well, I'm afraid I'm going to hurt you." And he said, "Yes, but I want to be hurt." I mean, he's a real sensitive guy. He's a wonderful man.
Oh.
And that's true because that's what you
Mhm.
feel alive by experiencing the different emotions.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
they're all. It's like having a box of Crayolas. All those colors.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
what I feel we all are with all a bunch of colors inside.
That's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, I'm gonna combust like all this energy.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's nice to feel them all, and the more authentic, and that's why what happened. I think we put up shields and stuff like that to protect some of that. But boy,
Mhm.
that's an important part of life is those things
Mhm.
we're maybe trying to shield us from. So to be
From
hurt,
being hurt. Yeah.
right? And so the only way you can be hurt if you love hard.
Yes.
Eh,
And I definitely do. So that's why I'm
yeah.
like, wait a minute. I do be trying to like, let me make sure.
Right. See, so then you won't be able to love hard if you worry about getting hurt.
Yeah.
Uh, and loving hard is wonderful. I mean, that's what I don't. And work to me. I mean, why is it that we don't want to work hard and we walk around with our partners with clipboards, making sure we're even or something? You know what I
Oh
mean?
gosh, no. Tip for tat now. We gotta just live in the
I know.
relationship.
And really, the joy in life is, I think, working as hard as possible. The joy in
Yeah.
the life is loving as hard as possible,
Mhm.
not loving a little, not
Yeah.
working a little. I mean, otherwise, my saying is, it's like playing basketball against a 5-year-old. So it's easy, yeah, you're gonna win, but
You're gonna win. Yeah.
but that's not life. That's not fun. That's
Yeah.
not, and to keep growing forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
See what
beautiful, beautiful.
See what you brought out of me? Thank
I
you.
know, and I love it, and I know the community is gonna love the message for
Yeah,
sure. Because sometimes that's what we need to remember, that everybody's going through some type of struggle, and we need to
uh,
lead with love. That's
right.
that's the beauty of it. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Give you a hug.
All
Thank you.
right. Thank you. Wow, what an incredible conversation. Make sure you all thank Matthew in the comments for sharing his wealth of knowledge with both of our communities. If this conversation opened your eyes to ways to find free money and free funding opportunities, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and of course, share it with someone who's been looking for money the hard way. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. The resources are out there. Links to the various sites mentioned will be in the description, but of course, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking time to spend with us virtually. I want to thank you for supporting the channel, and wherever you are in the world, I hope that you're having a beautiful day, and I will see y'all next time.